Hello everyone, this is Scott Bradley coming to you from www.scottbradley.name. And in this Evernote Scott YouTube video, what I'm going to be doing is going over the brand new web-based interface that was just recently updated. You're going to definitely notice a lot of differences from the old web-based interface to the new web-based interface. And I'm going to point out the differences to you and kind of share some recommendations based on me looking it over and saying, here's what's changed, here's what's new, here's what I would do, here's what I wouldn't do. And I really hope that it adds some value to you and some more understanding. Starting off, I just want to say that I'm kind of disappointed. I know that may be surprising to some of you, but I am kind of disappointed as to where they are taking the web-based client. Now, I know a lot of you either use your cell phone, or you use the web-based client, the desktop-based client, and I just am feeling a little sad of where it's going. So obviously my review isn't going to be definitely massively positive, but I just wanted to preface the overview with that. So let's get started. When you log into your Evernote account via the web-based version, I don't know how they're going to do it for the desktop or the mobile app, but what I've already done based on what I've seen is I went into my mobile app and turned off automatic updates for specific applications, most notably Evernote, because I don't want them automatically updating based on how this is all laid out. So you're going to definitely see a far more simple layout, and based on all these changes, what it tells me at the end of the day is Evernote is really forcing us to use this application in a specific way versus being a blank slate like it was, at least in the web-based version, in the past. So from my understanding, I'm just going to go over what all of these things mean on the left-hand side, and then also some of the things in the note stuff that's changed based on recent videos that you've seen from me. So up here, this is where you actually, this little plus button basically helps you create a brand new note, and you just literally click it, and then everything slides over to the left. You can title your note, and then you can either drag files here to add attachments, or you can just start typing. And you notice when you start typing, the left sidebar goes to the left, and then you get this done button up here in the top right hand corner. So obviously I'm just going to press done, everything shifts right back over, and you're kind of back in your note here. So with that being said, that's kind of how you add a new note, and I assume that when you click here, you have shortcuts. Up here is the star, notes, which is what, then when you click this, it comes into a center area here, and then you have your notebooks, and it basically brings out the pane on the left hand side. And when you create a new note by pressing this plus button, it actually creates a note in the inbox. So it's kind of the default, this new note creates it in the default notebook that you have set up, which in the past videos, if you've watched, I've always titled that notebook inbox because that was what all the emails were forwarded to, etc., etc., etc. Now, you also have the search box here, and you can search your notes, and again, just a lot of functionality feels completely stripped, and I don't know why they did this, but I can only assume based on where they're taking the application. Shortcuts here, this little star thing makes a shortcut. So the way that you can put notes here, as I've kind of been messing around with this, you can add stuff in here. But the way to do that is when you're in your notes and you hover over them, you're going to notice a trash can and a little star. So let's say I wanted this, let's just take this off here. Testing title 2, so I don't even know how to remove this stuff. So I'm just going to press done. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel very intuitive. Oh, here it is. You press this little minus button, and it takes it off of the shortcuts. So when you add it, going back to notes, you click here, star, and it adds it right back into your shortcuts. So, that's what the shortcuts are. When you click notes, I assume this is going to show only your inbox or your default notebook, which again, if you've watched all of the previous videos on this channel, I recommend multiple different notebooks for multiple different contexts. And, when you click notebooks here, there's a couple functionality things that have been stripped that I'm just really surprised they stripped this functionality. So if you remember in my 11 features video, if you haven't seen that, just go to youtube.com/EvernoteScott, and in the top you're going to see a video, and that's where my 11 features video is. In the past, we've always been able to click, drag, and drop and to create a stack. Now we can't do that anymore. They took that functionality away completely, and I'm really surprised. So you can't create stacks within the web-based version anymore, at least not easily, or at least it's not apparent to me. Or they're planning on adding that functionality in the future, but they just haven't yet. I don't know. Again, I'm a little, if you can't already tell in how I'm portraying this video, I'm not very happy. But most of the time I use the desktop version, and the only main reason, a lot of people ask me this question, so I'm just going to address it. Many people ask, why are you only doing videos for the web-based version? And my answer has always been, the main reason is because it's the most universal platform to teach the actual how to use the product. Because everybody's either on an Android, or they're on an iPhone, or they're on a Mac, or they're on a PC. And if I only did desktop-based Mac Evernote training on this channel, it would only talk to one specific segment of the market. And I want to make sure that when I am teaching something, that it's universal. So again, with all these changes here, it's kind of frustrating for me, because now it makes my job 10 million times more difficult to teach you what you need to know so you can use Evernote in the best way possible. So as you guys know, there's also tags here. So you click tags, and basically you have all your tags here. And when adding tags to notes, again, I'm just going to click this notes button, click this title, and you see up here a new tag. And you could actually title it, or you can create a new tag. Let's just say new tag, press enter. And you can create a new one, or let's go back here and just see if it does what I think it can do. Oh, and as you see, it alphabetizes them as well. Let's see if it automatically pulls the testing tag here. We're going to go notes, title, and we're going to go new tag, TES, yes. So still the functionality of when you type in a partial area of a tag, it autofills, so you can click it and it goes. As far as deleting them, oh, sorry. We are doing this live. Things are bound to happen. So when you click the note, I'm now, there's another thing of, well, how do you delete a tag? And I don't know. Oh, let's see here. Delete. Okay, so you basically have to take your cursor, click it in between, and then press delete, and then delete, and then it takes it off. So that is, kind of the basic stuff of all of these areas. Now I want to show you some of the things in the settings that are probably relevant to you if you are going to plan on upgrading. Now, what I will say is that you do have the option, if you did upgrade accidentally and you want to go back, I'm going to show you where you can do that. So when you, again, all that I did was click the little gear icon in the bottom left-hand corner. When you get here, what you're going to do is, this is just the account summary over here. And again, this is just one of my free accounts that I use for people when I'm doing the training. You'll see here where it's gift a friend, monthly usage account type, and then you'll see beta. It says you're using the new web client in beta. Go back to old version. So all you'd have to do is click that, follow the process, and it will take you back to the old web-based version that you're used to using. As you know, there's going to be username, email, member since, email your notes to. Again, as you've watched my 11 features video, this is the email address that you send to if you want things to land in your default notebook, what I like to rename inbox. So you're going to see here inbox with stars, etc. For yourself. So that's that. Clicking here through the personal settings, you could add a contact for yourself, like what is your name. Language is easy. Now, this is interesting that I haven't seen in the past versions. Auto-filling. It says automatically file and tag notes sent in via email. So I've never used this feature. I really don't know what it is, but if you want to go mess around with it and see what happens, you're more than welcome to. And then you're also able to opt into the emails that you get, apps, emails from Evernote about, whether it's Sketch, Food, Peak, whatever, etc., etc., etc. There's a couple new things about reminders in here that I'm seeing. Obviously, you have to set your time zone. And interestingly enough, Evernote has a functionality that I'm new to where they actually email reminders to you. So you're able to have, if you do create reminders in specific notes, what you'll have to do is just check this and they'll send you, it says, we'll send you a daily digest of reminders that you have set for each day. Now, I don't use the reminders feature mainly because I use my calendar application where every time that something comes up or I schedule an appointment, it shows up on my calendar. So I don't really use Evernote for reminders or appointment-based things. I really primarily use it for my phone for that. Points here, I'm just going through here. You can refer your friends and get points. Learn more about points, whatever. Premium is how you upgrade. We don't need to do that right now. And security summary, access history, connected services. Now, I know in a previous video I did something about snapshotting a LinkedIn business card, and it automatically will send it in and integrate and all that stuff. So I think that's how you can connect it here. And then you can also connect to Google, and I'm not 100% sure how this is all integrated and what the functionality is. So what I would recommend that you do is just go, integration, Google, and Evernote, and there's probably some articles that you can read on how to do that. And then down here is the billing info and order history. So I've already mentioned no stacks, that you can't really easily create stacks, unfortunately. Another functionality thing that I'm really kind of surprised that they completely stripped was the ability to drag notes from notebook, like from notes within notebooks to other notebooks. So if you notice, like if you've watched one of my past videos showing you how to build a free market, like a CRM or a marketing funnel for sales professionals, no matter what you're selling, one of the key functionality features that I spoke about on how you leverage with that app, with this app, is making each contact within a notebook, a note, and then as they move through your sales funnel, you move them from notebook to notebook to notebook based on where they are in that process. And surprisingly, given the way the new thing is all set up, there's no easy way to do that. They've stripped the functionality, unfortunately, and it's kind of surprising. Like I said, if you can't already tell how I'm feeling about this, it's not very positive, for lack of a better phrase. And other things that I want to point out in the actual notes themselves that I felt really surprised by again. Want to just point out a few things up here. So you'll notice in this title note that when you click up here, the inbox, it shows your list of notebooks. So if something comes in the inbox, you click the thing in the top left, then you select what notebook do you want it in, and also you got your tags up here, which is what I showed you. Up here you have the little box that kind of looks like the share feature on an Apple iPhone. You click it and it says, where do you want to share it to? Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, email, or do you just want the link to share it? This little I thing up here, it basically just shows when it was dated, title, what's the URL, blah, blah, blah. And then if you click here, I believe it expands. Yeah, so when you click the little arrows expanding out, it just basically makes the whole screen its own word processing type thing. Other things over here, you'll probably know there's no formatting bar like we're always used to, showing all the details that we need to edit. So that was completely stripped. You can do bullets, you can do numbering, you can do your little check boxes here like we're all used to. Indenting right, indenting left. We can do lines here, the lines that we're used to doing, whatever that is. Oh, it's actually a box. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's just not very intuitive like it was last time. And then when you click the actual paperclip, it allows you to upload files. So unfortunately, as you can tell, it's not exactly what it was before when I started doing all the videos for this channel, and I really do hope, it's really my hope that Evernote does not force us all to use this and allows us to continue using the old platform. But again, what I will say is that if this new change is not something that you want, what I would recommend is that you download the desktop app, whether you're on a PC or you're on a Mac. Download the desktop app. I have not updated my desktop app at all for the reason that I don't want this brand new thing to be done. So, that's how I would manage this at this moment. I know it's kind of all over the place, and my review isn't exactly the brightest of them, but I wanted to at least give you guys the opportunity to, if you've seen the articles or you've seen some of the videos, and you know, give you what you need so that you can decide what you're going to do. Again, as users of the platform, we don't have 100% control of how it's going to be set up, but in my kind of conclusion to this video, if you will, is it really, to me, seems like Evernote is forcing us to use the application in a specific way. And that's definitely going to alienate some of the old core users that have used the web-based version the way that, in certain ways that I've shown you on this channel. So, with that being said, I'm going to close up this video, but I really appreciate you for watching. If you want to check out other videos on the channel, just go to youtube.com/EvernoteScott. And I want to let you know I have some really exciting things coming up for you later. I know I've been a little intermittent in how I've been sharing my videos, but it's only because I've been planning some really great things for you, most notably more videos, more customized videos, other programs, etc., so on and so forth. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that stuff with you. Until then, I will talk to you soon, and I'll see you in the next video.